All right, everybody, welcome to another episode of Leadership of the Leaf SideBar Edition.
It's a special SideBar edition.
Yeah, what makes this so special, Dice?
This is day 3, the last day of TPE. We are done.
We are, and what a show. But before we get into all of that, my name's Austin.
And I'm Dice. I was wondering if we did that. We just jumped right into it, right?
I got it. And Dice, what are you smoking for this special edition TPE Day 3 final day SideBar?
Well, Pedro from Drew Estate's been so nice and kind, and I just thought it was fitting to smoke an Undercrown by Drew Estate. Undercrown's one of our favorites. I was gonna say mine, but it's definitely one of ours.
Oh yeah,
it's the Maduro. It is absolutely exquisite.
Nice. And what Hennessy, pray tell, are you pairing that with?
Oh, sir, you are in for a treat. It's VSOP.
Oh, all right.
Let's end it with a VSOP. And yes, it is Hennessy. And I'm tickled pink. Austin.
Yes.
What are you smoking, sir?
I am smoking another Drew Estate cigar, the Herrera Esteli. Looks like the Nicaraguan. Right?
Yeah.
Make sure I'm not going crazy.
Oh, we don't have enough episode for that.
I hate you.
All right.
I had to puff. And since I'm here with you,
we're live once again.
This will probably be the final episode live together for a little bit.
Yeah. Not the only, but for a little bit.
Yeah, for a little bit. You were nice enough to share with me your Hennessy VSOP.
All right. So I want everyone to know and understand I have shared my Hennessy with very limited amount of people in this world ever. And I hope people understand this.
Yes.
Austin, I'm sharing even though it is VSOP, I mean, I could I guess open some XO, but VSOP is great.
Yeah. No, it's great. I love it. Can't wait to see how it pairs, because as most people, longtime listeners, have maybe known, I have never drank Hennessy on air.
That's true. Hey, one for the books.
Yeah. I am not a Henny drinker, which is fine. But normally I stick with Scotch and bourbons and whiskeys and that sort of stuff.
More for me.
True story.
All
right. Well, shall we dive into the final day?
Final day. Whew.
How do your legs feel? How do your feet feel?
Felt like I've been walking for a long time.
I hit my step goal on my watch at like 11 o'clock. It's made me feel like I'm a little bit overweight.
No comment.
I hate you.
All right. Oh man, we walked a lot. Like playing Pokemon, I hatched a few eggs for all you Pokemon players out there. I'm just saying.
It was a lot of walking, a lot of standing, a lot of talking, but it's so much fun.
Yeah, I started I woke up this morning, my voice was, hey, my voice. I need some
water. Yeah.
And it's not from cigar smoking, it's from conversating with so many different people.
Yeah. And then the last night, our other TPE Day 2 episode, we were at the party at Triple Crown Lounge.
Where everybody knows who's at the party. They listen to TPE Day 2.
Right, exactly. So, you had to speak up, right? Speak over everything. So there's that. So, first things first, we stopped by Drew Estate.
Yep, shout out to Maddie.
Maddie.
Yeah. Oh, crazy Maddie. I love Maddie.
He's fun. He's a big dude, big personality, awesome guy to be around.
And the outfits he was wearing, you notice what he was wearing. Yeah, he wears stuff like that all the time. He is a phenomenal guy.
Yeah. You can't miss Maddie. Just look for the sharp dressed man.
Yeah. Very sharp. I love it. Anybody just Instagram Maddie, you'll see what we're talking about. I will say one thing that our listeners probably paid attention to, especially if they're paying attention to us on Instagram. We did a few live feeds, live reels.
Yes.
Usually we're not even in pictures and stuff, but hey, there we are.
Hey.
No, you can kind of put a face to the name.
Face to the voice.
Voice.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. All right. Moving forward.
So stop by there, and then we had to go. Shout out to our Sebastian
Cavalier Cigars.
That guy's fun to talk to. Man, that dude looks like he could be a Viking.
Right.
Like, he's got his beard like tied up in a knot, and I'm like, God, I wish I had a beard like you, man.
Sebastian, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I don't remember. I know you told me where he was from, but I'm pretty confident he's from Switzerland.
Okay. That sounds right.
I'm pretty confident.
But, yeah, great guy. Super fun to hang out with. Super cool guy. They hooked us up with a few of their cigars for us to try on air, and I promise, we're going to get to cigars.
Yes.
But you guys got to give us some time. I don't think you understand how many cigars we walked away from that show with.
Yes. Once we announce like podcasts and what we do and our rating system that we're actually paying closer attention to now, I would say we was getting them by the fistful, with promises
by the 5-pack full.
Promises to review them on air, rate, talk, tell you guys all about them. And
yes.
Hopefully they smoke well, so you guys could go right out and grab 1 or 2 yourself, or 5, or maybe box worthy, maybe.
So got to talk to Sebastian from Cavalier. He's an awesome dude. And then where do we go from there?
Man, you really asked me at the wrong time.
You see how fried our brains are. We talk to everybody.
Well, I'm not going to follow our path that we went.
No.
I will give a big shout out to Lori at Colibri.
Oh, Lori. Oh, she's so awesome. She is a phenomenal individual. I was having trouble with my straight cutter, my Colibri straight cutter. Looks like the teardrop. I'm sorry, Lori. I don't know the exact name of it. But one of the sides was sticking. And I walked over there just purely out of, hey, is there any way you guys can fix this? What do I need to do? That sort of thing. And she looked at it, messed with it a little bit, chucked it to the side, and I literally mean chucked it to the side, and handed me one right off the table and said, here you go, it's a warranty replacement. Good luck to you.
Yeah, so I don't know how many people out there spend that money on like something like a Colibri. Their representation obviously was phenomenal for us. It was very, I was shocked. I was like, what? It made me wish I had one that was broken so we could see what was up. No, that was awesome. I'm pretty confident they have a way of handling those things, but the way she handled it with us was great.
Oh, it's just
not mad at that at all.
No, and it was great customer service, and she was phenomenal. And she even tried to hook us up with a little bit of swag. The butane. Yeah, she hooked us up with a little bit of swag. She pulled out 4 300 milliliter bottles of butane and said, why don't you guys, you guys are cigar smokers, I want them to go to some people who are actually going to use them, have good things for them, because as anybody who knows anything, you can't ship butane. You're not supposed to ship butane through the postal service. You can't fly home with it on a plane. So she's like, it's gonna go to waste if I don't give it to somebody who's actually gonna put it to use.
Yeah, I know a lot of these conventions and stuff because I know a few people that work in the industry. They order things or get things shipped to them, and they can't take it back with them.
Yeah.
So either they A, throw it in the trash, B, leave it on the show floor for whoever is cleaning up to take, or C, do what Lori did and share it with people that will actually use the shit out of it.
Yeah. So shout out to Lori at Colibri. She was awesome. Fun to talk to, too.
Oh, you was talking about fun to talk to. You know who was fun to talk to today?
Oh, I know. I think I know where you're going with this.
George La Aurora. That's what I said.
George the Greek.
At
La Aurora. Oh, man. He was an awesome guy to talk to. We got to kick it with him for a little bit. We talked about the Karl Malone cigars, how we're both big NBA fans. Got to talk about the whole line of La Aurora cigars, what they're doing, what they're coming out with, that sort of thing. He was just a fun dude to talk to.
I didn't realize because unfortunately I thought Karl Malone just like signed his name, like a sneaker deal.
Yeah,
you know,
like
he
signed
just
his name and then walks away.
Like, oh yeah, that's a good cigar, Karl Malone. There you go, sell that. But no, he was telling how closely related he is to the actual manufacturing of the cigar and just the La Aurora family to begin with, for everything. Because he also shared that he's a distributor.
Distributor?
Is that what it?
Sure, let's go with
whatever. He distributes the rum by La Aurora. And I do apologize. I don't remember the name of the rum. I can't remember the name. It doesn't matter.
No.
We're a cigar podcast. I can't remember the name of the rum. But if I come across the rum, by all means, I will pick some up.
Yeah.
I'm a huge NBA fan. Karl Malone was, I'm a Barkley guy. So Karl Malone and Barkley, they were always competing. So.
Well, yeah, there's nothing wrong with competing.
But I would love to smoke the. We got a Karl Malone cigar.
Yeah. He was nice enough to give us one straight out the box, right towards the end of the show, and said, "Hey, I want you guys to smoke this. I know you guys will enjoy it." That was just awesome. It was phenomenal to see that. Yeah, he was fun. He got to talk to us about how Karl Malone, if somebody wants to do an event with Karl Malone, he brings in La Aurora with him and says, if you're going to do an event with me, you got to do an event with La Aurora. So it's going to be a 50-50 split of my stuff and their stuff.
Yeah, and he was like, that's how close he is with the family. I'm like, oh, that is amazing. That's good stuff. Again, it's stuff I didn't know in the industry. I'm pretty sure there's some other heads out there that are well versed in the industry, but we're now getting behind the scenes with the industry. We're now getting more in tune with a lot of the manufacturers and some of the bigger name reps and everything.
Yeah.
That's what happens over time. Our podcast has been picking up, and people are taking notice.
Yes.
And it's just, please continue to share. It's just phenomenal the way we have been treated this whole TPE conference. Convention. Sorry.
I can't complain at all with how we've been treated. Everybody's been awesome to talk to. There were some people that, all right, here you go away, bye, we don't want to talk to you anymore.
Yeah, go away, kid, you bother me.
Yeah.
Well, that's fine because I understand we're not buyers. I'm not going to buy. You come up and approach someone and says, hey, I'm a podcast. It's like, oh my God.
Another cigar
Here's some free cigars, go away.
Yeah.
I had to stop one guy. I was like, hey, thanks for the cigars. Tell me about this cigar.
Yeah.
Tell me. It's a new cigar. What was Te Amo.
From Aladino.
Yeah. Hey, was it Aladino or Trinidad?
No, Trinidad falls under the Aladino umbrella.
Okay. Well, either way, their rep, I don't even remember his name. That's how much he talked to us. He was just shoving cigars at us, and I was like, wait a minute. Tell me about this cigar. I want to know about. It's a brand new cigar, right? He was like, brand new. I was like, right. We are.
What's the story?
My badge says press. I'm trying to get this outlook on the cigar. Don't just shove the cigar in my face. Like, sell me on this cigar. What is this cigar? What's special about this one? Why would I pick this one up over a Drew Estate?
Right. Yeah. Well, and we were okay. Well, what's the binder? What's the fill? I had to ask. Hey, do you have? He was like, oh, it's Mexican San Andreas. Da da da. And I was like, cool. Do you use that for the binder? Is it a Puro? I had to. What's your filler? What's the? He goes. He's like, oh yeah, we got this. We got a little Nicaraguan in there, so we have the cigar, and I do want to smoke it. And I want to see how it handles, because basically what I got out of the guy was those Mexican San Andreas wrapper and binder and then filler with Nicaraguan filler as well.
I was just annoyed. So you got more than I did.
Well, yeah, it was, but yeah. So we did talk to him. We went over and did have a Trinidad cigar, who falls under the Aladino umbrella.
We smoked that one on the floor.
Yeah.
They also was giving out beer, so I wasn't mad at that.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you stop and grab a cup of beer while you're walking around smoking a cigar, right?
Yeah,
nothing wrong with that. Yeah. So got to talk to Dave Blanco again.
Blanco, yeah.
Shout out to Dave.
Yes. Again, I thanked him for his veteran message. I told him how I got snubbed by a few other companies. I'm not going to say their names out there, but I told him he was the only one that responded, and he was actually a little disgusted by that. He was like, really? It takes seconds. It was like seconds. I filmed it brief and gave it to you guys almost immediately. He was like, that's just so. big thanks, big shout out to him. I help him with whatever he needs. All he has to do is call. I got you, Dave.
Yeah. Great guy to talk to. Yeah, and then let's see. Where did we go after that? We walked around quite a bit, just looking at all the different products. Because as it's TPE, right? It's not just cigars. That's PCA. So since it was TPE, they had everything.
Everything. We actually got to see Mike Tyson for a little bit.
Yeah, got to see him from afar. The line to meet that dude,
it was
to take
crazy.
a picture with him was ridiculous.
Yeah. Sorry, champ. Maybe next time, buddy.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, he's a big dude. He's a big name, obviously. So, I can't hate on him.
It made me. There was almost a fight in the middle of the. I don't know what it was about. I have no idea. We just heard loud noises, and then some dude was yelling, getting in someone else's face. So we got that broken up. I don't know what's going on with that. But it was actually a little comical, but I'm glad it wasn't anything serious.
Oh yeah, that cigar manufacturer rep, whatever he was.
Yeah, he was
mad, and then there was somebody else who I think was a buyer, and they no fuck you, no this guy sucks, no he's ass. Like it all just like it was like, oh my gosh, because we were over there talking to the Integra Boost people, and it was right across the walkway from them.
Yeah, shout out to Integra. They explained a lot too.
Oh yeah.
We went back to their booth again today with more questions. I don't remember what. I was asking about what to use in my acrylic humidor.
Yeah.
And he shared information about that. We actually saw a lot. We went back and thanked everyone.
Yes. Yeah, I went back, thanked Founders Cigars, and they were kind enough to
give us more cigars.
Oh my gosh, to give us more cigars. Their whole line.
Yeah.
Their whole line of cigars that I cannot wait to smoke.
I am absolutely looking forward to smoking them. I'm just like, we didn't go back over there looking for cigars.
No, we literally went over there to say, hey, thank you for your time. We really appreciate it. Can't wait to meet up and talk some more and everything else. And he goes, hold on, let me get you guys some stuff. And like goes and gets a bag, and we're like, oh, okay, maybe a couple cigars, 2 for each of us or what. No, the dude hands us, what was it, 4 or 5 cigars a piece?
4, including their Candela.
Yeah, including their Candela.
Which we know when that's coming.
Yeah, woo! But shout out to St. Patty today. We got to talk with a lot of people. We went back over to Warfighter. Got to see Scott from ZR Cigars and Zahir. Those guys are awesome. Shout out to those guys. I wish them all the luck in the world.
We went and visited a lot of these manufacturers and stuff, and then we mentioned Cigar Outlet, and we mentioned Roger's name, and man, I think each booth person has some kind of acknowledgement of Roger, of how much love and respect Roger gives to them, and how much he gives back.
Yeah, and even like Founders was like, we're trying to get in his spot.
Yeah. So we'll definitely be pointing that out to Roger. Be like, Roger, why don't you have these guys? Because they're great. They're a great group of guys also.
Yeah.
And the cigars. We smoked one.
We did smoke one. It was a Maduro on the floor.
And they had that black cherry notes.
Oh,
and
yeah. Black cherry on the retro hail. And I was like, this is a great cigar. So I wouldn't be mad at it. I don't know what the price point is because they didn't really share prices with us since we weren't buying. But it was good. It was good talk with everybody. There's so much to do today. Just basically wrapping up all of our business.
Yeah, we're gonna try to get a reel put together of all the pictures that we took.
Yes.
Normally we don't put our faces and stuff in these pictures, but we took so many pictures. Of course, it'd be a little weird just taking a picture of a guy. So we were actually in the pictures too. There's some selfies. There's some pretty good shots in there. I think everyone will enjoy it. I actually enjoyed this TPE. I normally do it by myself, and I'm glad Austin was able to join me this time.
Oh, yeah.
With tons of fun.
As always.
I do want to point out especially when we go to these like events, I'm not looking to grab cigars. I want to know what's new. I want to know. I want to learn the industry, the inside and out. But they offer the cigars to us. I'm not at liberty to say no to a free cigar.
No.
Let's be honest. Come on.
Yeah, let's be real here.
But I don't want the industry to think we're dry begging for cigars.
No.
But yeah, they just shove it at us so we can review, so we can talk about them, so they can get notice on our platform. So I appreciate every single manufacturer that took time to talk to us.
Oh yeah.
Any manufacturer that shared their product with us is great, but hearing the story and whatever behind it. I know we went to JC Newman twice.
Right. Yeah, and we got to talk with them today. We actually got a little bit more interaction today, and we sat there and talked with that dude for probably 5-10 minutes just about all the new stuff that's coming out, and they did say they had some new stuff in the books, but we were talking about the factory down in Tampa, the park that they just opened.
Opened the park. He was a little excited for that. Yeah.
And I guess they're renovating a spot across from the park or
across from the park.
They're going to renovate into a hotel run by JC Newman Cigars, which is awesome.
How great is that?
Yeah. So so yeah, he was really cool to talk to and hung out with us for quite a bit. Man, it was just so much fun to sit there and just walk around, talk to different manufacturers, different people who are actually willing to talk to us.
Yeah.
A lot of times when these guys come up and they're like, "Oh, hey, can we help you?" And we're like, "Oh yeah, we got a podcast." And all right, and then they walk away.
Everyone has a podcast, right? Everyone has a podcast, but not all podcasts can give you leadership advice.
That is true. Or if they do give you leadership advice, it's bad advice.
Yeah. Take it from the experts over here. Experts, I tell you. Anybody that drinks Hennessy, you can trust. Wait.
I don't drink Hennessy on the regular.
Don't trust them.
Yeah, there was a lot there, though. I will say that my personal opinion is that TPE is shrinking on the cigar side.
Yes.
And it doesn't help this year that PCA is like 6 weeks away.
Yeah. I wish I had $1 every time we heard that.
Oh my gosh. Hey, you guys got anything new? We do, but we're saving it for PCA. It's only 6 weeks away. Like,
PCA.
So I think, and if you come in, probably in the very near future, cigars are not really going to be featured too much at TPE.
Yeah, I don't. The footprint is definitely shrinking. It's definitely moving towards the vape side of the game. CBD. I don't know all those crazy stuff. Delta 9, 8, Creighton.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not hip. I'm not hop, so I don't know anything about that stuff. I'm pretty sure there's a place for it in the industry. It's just I don't know if it belongs on the same floor as a cigar.
I could agree with you. And part of my thing is there was you got those machine rolled cigars, those like wholesalers, like I don't want to say Swisher Sweets, but like the Swisher Sweet-esque.
Yeah, there was some machine made stuff.
Yeah, and I was like, why are you here?
Yeah.
Like, I can understand them being there more than premium cigars at TPE sometimes. The way it looked this year.
Yeah. There was a lot of manufacturers that scaled way down this year, so I can definitely see something's got to change. I know it will be changing next year.
Yes.
Which one's moving to New Orleans?
PCA.
PCA is moving to New Orleans
in 2025.
But it's I heard, I could be wrong because I haven't been to one in New Orleans. I heard you can't smoke. So I don't know how that's going to work out or if something's going to change there. But we're getting near the end here, Austin. Your cigar.
Yes, the Herrera Esteli.
Have you smoked that? You haven't smoked that on air before.
Not on air. If I have, it was a different Herrera Esteli.
Okay.
But I do love Herrera Esteli's cigars.
Okay. Well, everybody pretty much knows we smoke the Undercrown. We smoked this one several times on air. It's great. The notes are still the same. Chocolatey. There's a little hint of cocoa in it. Woodsy. It's a phenomenal stick. It's one of our go-tos. It's definitely one that I know I can pick it up and I will not be disappointed.
Yeah.
Even if there's like a defect or something with the cigar, it's still not disappointing.
Yeah, which is amazing.
So now the question for you is, could you talk a little bit of your flavor notes, or you haven't smoked enough?
Yeah, no. So I'm getting There's a black pepper aftertaste. On top, and on top would be like a hay, nutty, almondy type component with a little bit of black pepper on the end.
Black pepper, okay.
Yeah, it's just got a tiny little bit of spice. That's what it reminds me of, black pepper.
Okay, well, I know these TPE special sidebars are a little shorter than what we normally go through.
Right, but you guys get a special treat because there's 3 of them in a row.
Yeah, I gotta put them back to back to back. Should I separate them 3 days? Nah, I'm gonna just put them back to back to back. Probably an hour after each other.
Yeah.
So that leads to the final question.
Yeah. Well, we know what your answer is, right? It's box worthy.
Box worthy.
All day, right?
Right.
Undercrown Maduro, I bought a box of them myself.
I bought a box of them myself.
Yeah. So we both know it's box worthy. Herrera Esteli, box worthy.
Box worthy?
Yeah.
All day?
All day.
Oh.
This cigar is phenomenal. Oh, you know who we didn't, before we sign off, you know who we didn't talk about is Oliva.
Oliva.
Because remember we stopped by Oliva and talked about the 135th anniversary, and they were kind enough to give us a Series G?
V.
Series V. And we walked around, smoked those on the floor, and it was great to talk to those guys. Talked about the future of the 135th anniversary and how those guys want them just as bad as everyone else is, and they worked for the company.
Yeah, I actually bought a box of those. Those were box worthy for me. I actually shared one with you, so I hope you enjoy.
I can't wait.
Those guys was great. That's another one where we just went and we wanted to chop it up about their product. We was just talking about their product, and he was like, "Hold on, guys, let me give you." I can't say no thanks, buddy. Thanks, I appreciate it.
We didn't want it, but I mean, we're not going to say no to it. Yeah, no, it was great. It was great to talk to those guys. We got to talk to ST.
Dupont?
Yeah, my mind went blank after ST. The lighter company who had beautiful lighters. Now, they had that Formula One lighter set.
What is it? 5500?
5300 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, you're out of your damn mind. But it looked gorgeous.
We didn't tell the guy he was out of his damn mind. Actually, we said that price point is way too high for us. It's definitely not some kind of price point for us. But in the same note, the people that love Formula One and do all these other very expensive things with their life, that is the lighter for them. Yeah. Every single lighter they had in the display case was absolutely gorgeous.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Beautiful, beautiful. But, all right, I think on that note, we'll end this sidebar here. Again, we know it's a little bit shorter than normal.
This last time to interrupt.
Oh my gosh.
Big shout out to Miguel. Big shout out. If I haven't shouted him out on the other days, TPE 1 and 2 episodes, I'm going to shout him out on the third one. If I did shout him out before, shout him out again, because he's a great guy. Always willing and happy to help, shake our hands, talk to us, chit chat, see what's going on our side of the industry, as well as sharing what's going on his side.
Yeah, we're going to have him on the show at some point.
100%. Miguel at Crownhead Cigars.
Yes, go check out Crownhead Cigars. He gave us several of them. I can't wait to smoke them on air and enjoy the ever-loving crap out of them. So yeah, big shout out to Miguel. He was an awesome guy. All the people at EPC and Crown Heads and everything else were EPC, just awesome. They were awesome to talk to, super fun. I can't wait. I will say this: I cannot wait to get my hands on a Black Encore.
Correct the Mundo.
I can't wait, because the Pledge, the Allegiance, and the Encore, and even La Historia. Oh, those are all so good cigars. But I want to try that Black Encore. I haven't done it yet. I can't even find it.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it anywhere.
Either.
Yeah. All right. Now we can sign off.
Now we can sign
off. Shout out to Pedro, Underground Cigars.
And Maddie.
No, I'm just... All right, we're going to sign off. Until next time.
I'm Austin.
And I'm Dice.
And great leaders smoke great cigars.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you for listening to Leadership of the Leaf. The comments and opinions expressed by the host and guests does not reflect the opinions of those that broadcast this show, nor does it reflect any of our affiliates.